Well, let's see how this works out. So we are down fabric, so we can upgrade to the more 90mm can, 80mm can. Oh, fucking great, dude. Oh my god, I hate this game. Clearly added fucking cannons, but it didn't work, so we're just gonna have to evac as fast as possible because you have no cannons apparently. Dang it, man. Nah, I'm sorry. It's my bad. So, trying to get out of here. Stuck in the fight. closer to pre-release like that, what I actually pull up the game. Right now I'm just whooping at him. There's something right there though, so right at the exit, might as well check it out. Playing so late because I'm trying to avoid getting like raped by players that are just top tier, level 4, tier 4 players that just like to go into Voyage. People are generally trying to just chill. And they just come in and wreck you non-stop. One thing I learned is that you got to constantly turn off your engine when you're paused. Whatever. And that's the game. So whatever. You know, I don't like to play extraction shooters that way. I've only been, my first one was Arc Raiders, and I kind of hated it got used to it. And this one I really like, but I just want to play and like check out the environment. And it just sucks when people come and just destroy you when they come in, especially because I've actually never played with duos, triples, or large teams. So when you don't do that, like you literally cannot get the weapons and gear people get. And in the game itself, like look, you can't even get here. Or someone was just here. This isn't even open yet. So it is what it is. I'm guessing someone was just here. So we're just gonna get out of here, re-equip. I have this 2x4 Trampler for a reason. It can move and maneuver quickly. I'm not really geared up for, fighting an actual player. So it's whatever. Try and like get through it. Get through I mean, that's not open, visibly not open yet. Alright, so expedition successful, but didn't really get anything. We only got one thing, but which is valuable. But the main thing that we're trying to do is progress the trying to get to here. I mean, I can sell things to get the crowns. What we're really looking for is metal rods and fabric. The one thing about this game is that if you get down to where you can't afford to rebuild a Trampler with even like the cheapest amount of gear, like you're done. You have to start a new character all over again. Like, for a fact. Like, there's no, like in what's it called? Our creators, you can do free loadouts. And that makes a big difference because no matter what, if you get down to scrap, to nothing, you can choose a free loadout and like get back in the game. In this game, you can't. Like if you get to where you can't rebuild a Trampler, then you're dead. That's it. There's no safety mechanisms or like free loadouts. So if you get to 0, you're dead, and you have to start a brand new character on your server. And that's it. So I'm just getting extra armor to put into my captain's quarters, so we got 3 40s. Make sure 40, 40, 40. And that's how it is. So we're just gonna jump right back in, and now they got the guns. That was my bad. I thought it was I've had this game drop me like totally. The last time I played, I wasn't like in the middle of a match, because if you are, it'll just say, hey, like jump back in where you left off. And I've been dropped in with like a 2,000 parts or 2,000 crowns with like 1,900 mechanical part Trampler with no guns, nothing, no revives, nothing. And you're just like, dude, what up? And you're locked in. You have to get to an extraction point, otherwise you lose all of that money. Like I said, that's really important because if you don't extract, even in that situation, you can't just quit the game and be good. You have to, because you lose everything, and if you keep losing stuff, you will not. Eventually, if you do it enough times or you get killed enough times, you will die, or like you won't be able to like create a new Trampler. All right, so see, so what I have here is, it is more of an expensive Trampler now, but it's a 2x4, meaning it can get into pretty much any of the argon crystal forests or rock clusters, whatever you want to call it. And you can maneuver like quickly. So it's kind of heavily armored for the size of it. Or well, it's not heavy. It's not armor. It's just all tier 2 stuff. So you need to make sure those are your revives, extra guns. So if I do die and I revive and someone's boarding my ship, when I spawn inside the captain's cabin, I will have, at least a loadout. It's not a strong one. I've actually never survived a ship boarding, not once. And we don't need this anymore. So our goal is to get fabrics. What we want to do is get out of this center, because that's where people are going to be. So we're probably going to go south, and then west, because that's where all the extraction points are. Alright, so I got this engine. The engine is for maneuverability, since I'm starting to get on the heavier side. And then this is your reactor. So if you've never played this game before, your reactor, if this gets destroyed, your Trampler is destroyed. This engine is a maneuverability pack, pretty much, or not a pack, but just a... It gives your Trampler more maneuverability. Right now, all Tramplers have, I forget if it's called speed or whatever it's called, but everyone has 100 because speed isn't like a factory. Everything's based on maneuverability. So I'm using a tier 1 chassis because I wanted the 2x4, because of how slim they are. If you do get and you're running, which I'll do a lot because I'm not trying to get into a fight, I can get through most situations, like through the argon rock clusters where the argon crystals are, and I can like maneuver through them a lot better. But since I added tier 2 everything, put a lot of weight on this 2x4 chassis, but it's nothing near what like the limit of this Trampler is. So it's more like maneuverability will help you get up to speed and keep going, or when it comes to stopping or like reducing to 0 to maneuver, and then like trying to get back up to level 2 speed, or go up these hills like I am right now. That's why the maneuverability is the factor. It should be speed, some of it should be speed, but it's just the way the game is. It's early access, so that's what we're doing. So we're immediately going to POI, or point of interest. It's through this, on the other side of this giant rock formation. If we look around, get our binoculars, this is what you want to do as a solo player when you're not trying to like get jacked. That's where we're going right there. There's no smoke on the horizon. We're gonna go to the like quickest point. Gonna see if that's a ship that's worth stopping for. It's not. If there was anything, I'd probably stop for a battleship that has cannons on it, and see if they have more cannon. I'm still at Rusty, and Rusty's beginner. Like, I'm still very much in the tier phase of beginner. I have just about 115 hours in the game, and I'd definitely be a lot farther. I was a Destiny 1 player and a Destiny 2 player, and it was very much part of the game that you had to do the in-game content to get the highest gear content. And when they started like making that not a thing, like it just became a lot of work to play with you, to get people to play with you. You had to go into external websites, and it just was like, dude, alright man, and it just became too much, and just ever since then I've just been kind of like working on like matchmaking. If the game doesn't naturally do it, this game does naturally do it, but I've never done it once, and it's just like, I'm just trying to enjoy the game. Oh, wait, I'm missing smoke. No smoke. Alright, well, let's see how this point gets us. Rest in 40 mils. We'll drop them off here. Now this is a place to get, I believe it's where I think it is, you can get your, you can build or crush coral, which is super good. But I'm just trying to get fabric. The best place to get fabric. Now there's fabric scraps, and then there's bread, and using that you can come to a place like this. Right, so since that just happened, that means that there's somebody else on the other side. what we can do is wait and see what this guy does. If he gets off the ship, we can just go after it. I don't like doing that. I've actually never done it, but I'm so tired of people jacking me like over and over. And if like this dude gets off his ship to go up here, like he will be off the ship so long that so it looks like he's going to crystals. So that's like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the argon fields, that's what those are. Because I turned my ship off, I don't have a heat signature or a smokestack coming on top of me. I gotta keep an eye on him. So he's running off. So he has a side mounted, so he's not strong. He's got a side mounted engine, which means that he's if that's the only dude in the area, that's a good sign that I'm on a server that probably doesn't have like dudes that are running around with like tier 4, you know, tramplers. They will literally just, it's like they come in here and their only goal is to just, you know, murder you. So that dude's gonna farm the field probably, and I'll keep checking on him, but most likely he's doing what I'm doing. He's just trying to like play when nobody else, because this is the East US server, and so if you're playing right now, you're most likely, like honestly, you're probably just trying to like get by and like not get totally wrecked, because these tier 4 guys will come in with like 3-4 story tramplers, and they will just come in and there's nothing you can do, because if I die in this, I have to sell a lot of stuff to even like be able to replace this guy. And I have other tramplers that cost less, but they look more like that guys. And so if I postured with my smoke pump, with like my stack burning, like my reactor burning, if I just postured and kept turning towards him, he probably wouldn't like come at me, because he's trying to get those argon crystals. So I feel like that guy is just trying to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna keep looking, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, he's just doing what I'm doing. That explosion. So this is where I can turn coral chunks. I can use all these, I can turn the reactors on. I can make fresh coral crystals here and there. You know, there's multiple places to do it. You see, his smoke's right there, so he's farming that crystal clusters, or argon crystals. So this place is essentially for coming in. It's one of 2 places where you can turn coral chunks into coral powder, which is like higher tier processing for for things you actually need. I just don't have it anymore. Another thing too is that when you're early on, you don't realize, because you get worked in the game. You're tier 1 everything, and people will come in and destroy you, and you can talk to them and beg, dude, please, man, you take me out, I'm right near, I'm gonna start new characters. They don't care, and they can tell, when you have a basic build, they can tell that you don't have it, have any gear to even take, and they'll just come get you right away. And they don't care if you have to start your entire character over, which means all of your game progression, everything has to be started over. So people just don't care. They just don't care, and a lot of people, that's what happens when people reach when they're already at. So apparently, this game's been out for over a year for people to play, and so they are already maxed at everything. So you're not gonna get any bleeding hearts. Nobody cares, dude. And so you just have to work through it. Since I don't have coral chunks and I don't have fabrics or fabric scraps or thread, there's not a lot for me to do here, except for there is. I see a red here. Anyway, the thing is dude, nobody gives a shit, dude. They will laugh at the fact that you're gonna have to start your account over, and I'm talking your tier upgrades, everything. So I'll try and do this one jump. It's a upward jump, and if I can make the jump, I do. If I don't, then you die. There you go. I'm dead. Oh. It's such a pain in the butt because they don't have the mechanics down yet very well. That's not even the hard part. So nighttime is super good if you're really worried. Travel at night. People can't see your smokestack. But in the day, you can actually see too. So here it is. This is the hard part right here. This is an uphill. This is an uphill jump. See, so that's where that dude is now. He got into the crystal fields. He's sitting there, and if we look at the map, see how I'm facing that way? That means he is looking at the map where that door is, right here. He's looking at that because he's probably trying to exit because he just got a couple crystals. He just came through crystal fields, and those crystals are super important in the game. So he's probably just trying to to exfil, egress, and it's somewhere right over here. I can't see it, but he's probably waiting his turn. Is what I'm guessing, and he's not gonna come back towards me. And then you always want to just, look. You see smoke? I don't see smoke. I don't see smoke. I don't see smoke. Just that. Alright, so here's the real kicker. This is an elevated jump. It's super hard to do it. See? And I died. Yep. Freaking retarded, dude. Looks like I had it. It super looked like I had it, but I didn't. So, you know? Yeah, another thing is I can't do 1080p or 4K. Like, if you know me, yeah, I am even wearing a Colombian football jersey. I don't live in America anymore. After I left government service working for the Air Force, I left the country and have been living in Colombia for over a year and a half. I bounced between Colombia, Panama, and Guatemala City since I still only have a tourist visa, and which is fine because I love bouncing between different countries. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing this Colombian jersey, that is why. Alright, so now I gotta get this. I'm gonna try it again because it's really not skill based as far as why I fell. It's definitely more the game mechanics itself just suck. And the other side doesn't really have that much to offer. You could probably get some like some gear, and I'll definitely get like one or two like variations of cannons. But the main thing of this location is this big factory building. It's being able to make the coral, like crush coral, and do like just pretty much anything. But this is the only place where you can, yeah, see. So Warren is good, but like nobody uses well, 80mm cannons just aren't good or like worth caring about. So what we're looking for is fabric. There's no fabric. Now getting back is easy because it's a negative jump, negative incline. So he's over there somewhere. And what we got here is, this is why we're playing at such a late time in the morning. We'll drop this one here too, because you know, and then we'll come down. I really like jumped off of streaming or posting videos at all. I kind of, you know, if you know me, on Instagram, you know, I have like a pretty solid famous account, but I just had to like say goodbye to all of it for a while. I just, personal shit in life, you know, sometimes it happens and you just, like, the last thing you want in your life is consistently feeling obligated to post, and you know what I mean. So I'm trying to take advantage of, you know, like systems I have in place, since I'm persistent on like insisting on living remote. You know, I need to probably take more advantage of the opportunities I have already within my network, but I just haven't been feeling it, you know, and that's normal. I think everybody goes through that. There's a lot of social media. Comes a time where you just, dude, it's just a lot. It really is. And my content was, you know, how my Instagram account became like semi-famous was I was one of the first people that had clearance to post videos from in-cockpit footage, which is has always been a no-go. Like, the pilot in command can't have the oh no, it sounded like gunshots. This is what you gotta look out for. Sometimes people will spawn right where you're at. So like I said, there was nothing really here. I didn't even see a gun or a cannon, but even if it would only be generally not a good one. So I just have two. I got a Warren cannon, which is an upgrade, but even the rusty cannon, 40mm, a DPS, and reload speed, it's just a better option. So I'm gonna get those, get out of here, and then it's a pretty friendly environment as far as, you know, what the oh, there's one right here. That's a rusty. They're just not worth anything. They're worth like $100, like if you try and sell them back in the store. So it's not worth like hanging out. We got this guy, which will take that. This guy's empty, so we'll go throw this on the boat. If I had corals, which I'll check since I'm here, because this is the one. There's only two places you can make coral powder, and then but the whole building starts smoking, so people will know you're there because you have to turn on reactors. But if I look, there's no corals, more corals, no corals, no corals. So I'll get the Warren cannon, and maybe I'll throw it off the bow, because what I do is in this stage, since I'm 100% solo, is I'm just trying to. I think you can make it. I don't know. No, I really don't know a lot because I always play solo. But a Warren 80mm cannon, when you're solo playing, the most I'm going to go against is the AI clankers. I don't know what you actually call them, but just, you know, clankers. They're the AI bots. They give you valuable, rare resources. That'll work good off the nose cannon, so maybe I'll just throw it on here. And I can take this, throw it down here. And that already has the ammo included. Come in here and then look. No ammo. No ammo. Shit. We'll take that. I don't even know if this is a good idea, but then we can do this. Take these shells, put them on here. This is not a super toxic environment right now. Take all your weapons and ammo, because if you die... Wait, what? Put that there. Just in case you die, you're gonna respawn and you want all your weapons and gear at the respawn location. So that's your captain's cabin, right? And so every time you die, if someone's like boarding your ship, if you can respawn, you know, when you respawn here, you respawn with weapons, right? That, like, you know, you can use. And I'll go put those up here. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to do by yourself, for sure. And then we don't need this. Alright, and then we take a look. No smokes. This is 100%. Oh wait. This is why I'm playing this late in the morning. It's in Guatemala. It's Central Standard Time minus the daylight savings, because you know the rest of the world isn't retarded. You know, the rest of the world doesn't do stupid things like this. So don't hate me for saying that, but I don't really care. It's stupid. The entire United States doesn't even do it. There's plenty of states that have opted out, and it's been on the federal level of like abolishing it. So, you know. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. Alright, so we got a shovel. Alright, so we got... Alright, so what we're gonna do now, take a look. We can dip out to go a little west. Or we can go a little east. We got it easy out there. I think what we'll do is go to Schwalbenberg, and then we'll cut up to Kasplatz, and as long as you stay alive, we'll exit to the northeast or northwest from that exit point. That'll take about an hour, and that'll be a good night. So what we're gonna do, first we're gonna feed this bad boy. Main thing, if there was just like nobody trying to snipe you out, that like even if you don't even have anything that can help them, they'll spend their whole time, because there's one resource that only comes from killing someone. So usually if someone comes specifically to kill me, I immediately, when they destroy my ship, instead of trying to fight them, which they're gonna think that I'm doing, they're gonna think that I'm hiding behind like all the doors. You have to have these time bombs to get through like the layers of a ship through the doors. So part of constructing your ship is making your captain's cabin, because you need to get to the captain's cabin to take control of the ship. So a lot of what I do is I make a little maze, but I didn't do it on this ship because it's just a 2x4. And like my goal with this is just get in, haul booty, and you know, do that. So from that perspective, you know, my plan is that I just come, when you use your fuel rods, these, like, they give you a boost, watch. So I bring in a lot of extra ones of these, and I'll use those, and because I'm a 2x4, I can mop. I mean, you know, not like a fast jet, but like I can cruise pretty fast. Okay, that right there looks like a battleship, and that'll have at least one worn next level. Yep. We'll go after that. And the main thing to do is you need to turn off your reactor every time you stop, because if it's smoking, people can see it over pretty large ranges and even over like some mountains. And yeah, you need to make sure your Trampler is boom. Pull out the rifle. Two down, should be one left. There's one coral cluster, one. Oh, okay, so there's only two. Check for smokes. There's an exit point right there. I could get out right here, right now. Dudes can jump pretty far, but these things are valuable. Though at first they seem like very valuable, but everything I'm going for now, they don't seem to matter too much. And these brown containers, like, essentially you want the green ones at the very least, but you know, since I'm burnt on some things, like I'm going for those. So what do we got here? We got a worn 80mm. And then hopefully this is worn. Nope, a rusty. That's pretty normal. Like at this, like you get a lot of tier 1 weapons. Alright, that doesn't work. Try it one more time. Sometimes moving and coming away. Alright, so that's all we're getting out of that. We'll go throw this on the boat. I keep calling it the boat. It's not a boat. Just pilot, Navy, talk, whatever. But we're still gonna take them just because when you do die from an aggressive player, you know, this is just stuff you have to rebuy. Whatever ammo is loaded comes with it. Since I know nobody really seen me, I'll just do some micromanagement. The way I built these storage bins is long term is back here, and then the reason, and you don't see a lot of people do this, but the reason why my ladder is off the nose is so I can legitimately just like get on board, and then whatever I'm dropping onto the ship, it could just go right in the front door, and then I can exfil. You know, it's a method, maybe not the best. Take this. You only have so much space, so We got some higher tier weapons and alright, now let's get the F out. Yeah, so finding those battleships, the black ones, not bad. What do we got here? We got some high impact shells. These are long range, so they fire farther, so we'll go put these in our storage, like, so if we have to die. I mean, it's definitely not like the best ship, but everything is in line pretty much for ease of use. Back here, look around, come back here. Now we're trying to get these there we go. And so we consolidated, whatever. And I'll throw these in the back on this side. That way, if we have to do emergency quick fills, we'll leave that one there, and we'll take that one. Put that in the back, you know? Take one last look, binoculars, check things out, make sure this is reloaded. That way, we at least have our first shot ready. Yeah, because of the time, like, we shouldn't have a big problem with like aggressive players because they're in bed, and you know, it's Monday morning, beginning of the week. So now we're going to go to the lower right. I mean, I could exfil right now. Maybe I should, but the server seems super dead. And so sometimes it's better if you figure out you're on a dead server, just stick with it. And we're trying to get scraps, that's the moral of the story. Now I could just farm those locations of those ships like that, but what I find is that it just, I mean, if you're super like ready to be like X'd out of the game because you've just lost everything too many times, the safe place. Now, Tramplers are all about momentum, so you come here, throw that on, you can see the gas gauge is already at the top, so, or fuel gauge, it's not gas. So see, that gets us right back on top, and then we get that momentum, and then hopefully we can get like one of these, they're like these Let me see if I can find one. I can't find one. There are these antenna towers. Generally, they're well, not generally. They're always at an enemy base. You know, like an outpost or a fortress or a city. You're gonna have these towers that will identify you, and after they have visual contact with you visually long enough, they will spawn a AI clanker, which those are good to farm. But in some instances where it's a long distance between each and every outpost, whatever, they'll have them just sitting there. Now this is where the argon crystals usually are, but they spawn periodically. Like someone could have came through here and cured it. Now watch, see how I'm slowed down because I made left and right hand turns? I can come down, I can throw another one of these on. Even though I'm already full on fuel, I can do that just to like cover ground way faster. Because it's about momentum with these things. Now, everything about your Trampler is upgradable if this is your first time seeing the game. So, see that city over there? We're gonna probably go there. Yeah, that's where we're going. We're gonna hit that city, cut up to Kaiserplatz, and then hit the extraction point northwest. And then we'll get out, and then we'll come right back in. Because I'm planning on trying to play for a couple hours. You got it. Like, if you ever get into playing this game, you cannot sell. It's better to stick with weak Tramplers and play during low player times than build custom Tramplers and just play and lose them and keep trying to rebuild the same high-cost Trampler. Because I had over 1,000 fabrics and didn't even think about it. Then I started unlocking higher tier. On the trees, and then I was like, "Oh, dude, I had so much of that," and I sold it all because once I started upgrading from the original Tramplers you get, I started just thinking like, "Oh, I should just always play with like my higher tier Tramplers," and I didn't realize. I hear gunfire. I really hope I'm not running into a... okay, you see the eye? I'm fine with getting attacked. I actually want it. But I feel like I hear gunfire. Damn it. Fell off the boat. Jesus Christ. This will only take 4 shots with this cannon. Now, fortunate thing about killing one of these is it leaves a permanent smoke trail. He's dead. And now what I want to do is turn this off, but the unfortunate thing is they are smoking now permanently. And so, no matter what, that gives off my position away. So, he did shoot the side of my ship, so I'm gonna have some damage. So we gotta see. That's another part of this game. If you're new to it, you gotta assess this damage. If it gets on top of you, and then a real player comes after you, like it'll get on top of you real quick. Main thing, cabin, boom, 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 and then boom, nothing. Nothing. Up, broken. Good. The only thing else after this room that could be messed up is my feet, and the feet are super important. When you're attacking, you know, other players, the first thing you got to go after is their legs, because when your feet get like destroyed, you're, you know, if once something is destroyed, it can't be repaired unless you have one of these. That's the only way. And so most of the time, unless you're experienced, you don't come into the game with a bunch of extra gear. You come in pretty raw and are hoping just to find everything other than the cannons you can afford to bring in. So like I said, boom. I make that first entry door in front for a reason. So now everybody on the map, if they can see in the distance, they know the difference between a Trampler smoke from a reactor, and they know the difference between if that's a clinker or I killed an enemy, like another player. And so now that signifies to other players that there is a dude like over here, and he's, you know, he's here. So what that does is signify my location indefinitely. So if I'm gonna go do this, so because of the time of the day, which is why I'm playing right now, we're gonna go ahead and go after this. We're gonna use our binoculars and we'll really keep an eye out. We're gonna go on the lay side of the building, or the far side, because it won't spawn another one. See, that's the tower right there I was talking about. Those right there are what dropped those guys. But it's almost was far enough out, so if I get on the other side and I hide myself, like, so the bitch down. The most important building is that one right there. It's gonna have red. If we can get up this way. What we want is no one to be able to see us from where we are. And it looks like I can get up that way. So we'll get a little closer. Go dark. This is the edge of the map, I believe. Not the edge, but it is edge enough that so sometimes, like right now, I was just hearing cannon fire, but I have to remember that these type of fortresses and big cities like this, they actually have like ghouls or mummies, zombies, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the game calls them, but they can run, maintain, and reload cannons themselves. So sometimes I freak out. Like just right now, I was like, oh no, you know, someone's shooting me. But it's so the thing is playing solo, especially when you're low tier like myself, and see, like, you can go from a low tier like me to a higher tier if you can use the like in-game matchmaking and get into like higher tier, like get on higher tier ships where you're just a passenger. And some people have like tier 4 like accounts, and you can really, like, you know, dominate the game, because if you're one player on a ship of like, if it's a 6-player ship and you're the only one and all you did was show up, all you got to do is man a turret or something like that, be a good shot. Like, at the end of the match, you can, you know, not to mention you can take over ships again. So, but I think right here, right now, pretty good field of view. I picked this spot because it looked like, okay, well, I can't get up here. Oh wait. Okay, well, this isn't a good spot. I need to go to the ladders over there. That's okay. But what I'm trying to you know, say is, you just gotta, like, because I'm on the far side of the mountain, like the lay side, and mainly I want to get up there. I want to get into that building, and the most for sure way. So what I'm gonna do is kind of like park my ship so it's like against the building. Which is actually better because my ship isn't like casting a massive silhouette. And it's not totally through that visual hole. And I can jump to ladders. And we just take this city over slowly. And you just reload like any other FPS. Reload, reload, reload. Go back down here, get this, and then, you know, just do another check. There's my Trampler, it's against the building, and then when we leave out there, you can see way in the distance is another one of those that'll spawn the clanker. But we're gonna like really try and pay attention, because these cities are where you really get your where you really get everything. That Capitol, like that building right there, I mean, it's not called this, but that's what I would call like the official government building. And this is what we want. The threads right here with the basic fabric is how you can make I mean, it's not really a worthwhile venture, but it is a way to like still fabricate scraps. We'll go check this side out. There's nobody. A rusty 70mm. At the end of the day, dude, we're not here for that. We literally are in the mission to get fabrics or threads and scraps. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, so this is, I don't know what you call them, but I would call this like a state building. Like when it comes to these places. You know what I mean? Take another look. Yeah. We just keep throwing them off. And it's literally like a hope and a prayer that you can just get through a run. Actually, we don't want any of this right now. Take this and this. Go up the ladder and then do that. Take armor. What do we got in this room? So we just gotta cross our fingers, hopefully nobody comes after us. Because if nobody comes after us, dude. That's the only thing, is you gotta, like, no smoke, no smoke. Come drop this. If you have two people, even better, right? But what we want is to we want that. We want that. We want that. We want that. We don't care about all of that as much as we'll take that. What we'll do is, there's still shit in there last time I was here. We'll put that right here. Still no smoke. Still no smoke. So right there at the stairs, we know that's our shit. Come back up, we'll get that one other thing, and then we get the fuck out as fast as possible. Boom. Because this is money, bro. Like, I have a lot of them right now. Even though, like, I'm trying to, like, upgrade to another level. I immediately pull the high tier gear here. We'll take one last look. Alright, boom, 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 boom. So you see, I can leap and keep it, whatever. But right now, you know, I got that shit at the bottom of the stairs, but let's check it out. Is there anything unique up here? If it's red, we'll go after it. I should turn off the music in this game. I just realized, damn. Music volume 0. Oh my god. I've been playing this game for 2 months and never thought about this. How much crap have I not heard because of that? Wow. Wow. That is such a different, Alright, so visually I can see there's nothing. Yeah, this is awesome. There's literally nobody here. So there usually isn't any much else here. Oh my goodness. Wow. I probably would have done so much better in this game if I didn't, if I would have been playing like this. I can hear everything now. Don't need that. Usually these black... Something about these black... I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I've seen like professional like gamers, not like there's professional sand players because it's not a professional game. But they always talk about those. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I didn't do this before. Do the standard run, get this standard stuff, which is good stuff, you know, this is all good. And these are good stuff. Now I should run into some version of a barricaded door that I gotta blow through. Yeah, as soon as I finish this, I am exfilling. Get the freak out. That's it. Okay, so I have a gander. No smokes. Alright, so that's good. Come back down, and then we'll take this out to the front door. Nope, there's someone right there. God dang it. That just changes everything. Oh, I'm seeing a rock. Okay, well, we'll leave that there. Because whatever we get in this room is going to be more valuable. Okay, but that, you see what I mean? Like, that's how paranoid you gotta be in this game. Is that crazy? No, it already seems like it's not that great of a room. Let me get that, but I can't believe I did not think of killing the volume. Dang, dude, no fabric, just thread. Man, dude. It's like, this game is so, like, situational, like, you want something? Yeah, dude, when you want it, it is so not there. Like, for real, it is not there. Boom. That. And then we'll get this other thing and then get that out, because for the amount of time I put in, if I can get out with these items right here, right now. What are the keys? No keys. If I can get out with this, that's a solid run. If I die with this, that's like a freaking, you're super pissed and kind of don't want to play ever again. That's how this game is. It's like, oh my god, dude. Alright, so go back over here. That. Man, dude. Yeah, it's just there we go. Dude, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a shadow of that rock over there that just looks like I mean, maybe not to you if you never played, but if you have, it like screams a freaking a smokestack that's like drifting in the wind. First things first, I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, I don't need to turn on my Trampler to come get these. Now I will 100% get the F out right now, and that's why I picked this trajectory. This is a super good haul. The only way I would augment my my exfil would be to see somebody in the distance. But what I'm doing right now, there's no reason to turn your Trampler on just to go get crates, because this stuff, I'm looking for fabric and I don't even think I got any. I got the components to make it, so I might make I might add a production workshop to my Trampler, just so I can come in the game, build it on my, like, craft it on my Trampler. Yeah, but fabrics, apparently, like, for me, man, they have been the most. I know I had like 1,000 and just sold them all. And this game is just, it's unforgiving. It definitely feels like, obviously this is, you know, conspiracy theory, but feels like this game knows what you want, and when you want it, it is like, nope, not giving it. No fucks given. Alright, that's it. So we'll do one more, and then let's see where we want to go. I think I'm actually on top, but then I guess we got to go to here now. No, dude, I think we're right here, and it's just I'm on top of it. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta go get my laundry. Alright. Let the laundry. Let me just hang a couple pieces of clothing up real quick. Alright. It looks safe. Oh my gosh, I can hear the game so much better. I'm such a douche that I never turned this on before. Or turned all the music off before. Alright, we're gonna go to that. We're gonna go to the point that is the northwest of Kazerplatz. These are destroyed rails, so I could fix those, but you have to stop your ship to completely fix like broken things. And I'm not sure, but I know with like the armor plating, those can't be repaired. So I'm not sure, but we're just gonna get the F out. We're not gonna raid the entire city of Kaiserplatz. You know, those sections are usually pretty valuable. We got 4 momentum, we're moving. No smokes in sight. It's definitely going to get in a fight at some point here. We should get into a fight here. As far as AI flankers, probably start getting some cannons coming down range. But we have an exceptional amount of gear, and it's just Operation Exfil. We will continue to do that. Movie. We're doing it. From an X-View. We can take the city, and stay on the server, but you know what? It's not worth it. It's like, dude, if you lose this much gear that I have right now, it is, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. Well, this server is good. I've got way too much gear to risk. Worth risking a new server to get out with this gear. That's all I can say. If I can get out with this gear, then I'm like super good. Turning off your reactor isn't as big a deal here because as soon as you as soon as you activate the radio, it's gonna like spawn the green smoke. Man, I wish I would have freaking. It's crazy. I can't believe I didn't like think of eliminating the music, and I think the music like definitely has probably screwed me for the entire time I've been playing. Now that the music's off, it's just straight up. I actually hear the game.
This is why the fuck is he here? Exactly. This is me doing this. Fucker shows up out of nowhere. We're talking about. Last I checked, this is 4-4. Fuck. Listen, I don't know you, asshole. What's going to be on
Dude, I need a.
Fuck with. That's around.
This is about to be dope. I think now that I can hear things, it's way better. Obviously, I mean, you hear stuff completely. I just have like always had the music on and like enjoyed it, but just because I like the solo experience, so like the music solo is cool. Just because you're like cruising around and got music, but man, this is what I should have been doing since day one. Jesus, what a douchebag. We'll try and fucking get back in, Jingrets. Right back in. Let's see how much money. I'm guessing 9 G's. 10,815. Yep. 9 G's, pretty close. And then we look at tech tree. And how close are we? Yeah, I mean, metal rods are 5 away. Fabric is so far. What do we got for? We got 280 fabrics, 15. It's 15 fabrics with 5, or 15 threads. Divide, like it's 15 threads. And divide that by 5. Well, no, it's 15 threads. Divided by 5 fabric scraps. 15 divided by 5. I got 874. That's not a lot, but still worth doing. See if there's anything we can do. Oh, nothing we can do. It's worth looking at. I just want to do this because it's the one place where. Alright, or it's this, you know. Gunpowder, armored artillery. Does it take a black box for this?
What the fuck, man?
Artillery. What is that? Open the door to. Okay. This just takes crowns.
Those cars aren't seriously. So what? You gonna track them down and start the club?
Black boxes are not as hard to get as it seems because Alright, let's just do like a remodel real quick. Let's take a armor layer, boom.
Shit. Someone's robbing the place. What? No. Go 105. Signal on. Oh my God. What? No. We're not going in.
So, not a lot of. That needed.
I told you.
But, what do I get? We need fucking.
Get someone money in the car.
I mean, my thing is that doing I don't know how to do that. Cause like I'm like if I'm gonna die. Boom. And then we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that. Take that. And then 1, 2, 3. Take that. Freaking extra ways. Take. Here. In the very here. 5 days. An extra one of those. And shotguns for sure. Take multiple of those. Because if they're harming their ship, then that's what they're doing. I'm gonna take an extra one of these. Okay.
Oh, why? Twitter?
It's fine.
So bad. I got a doctor we can trust and feeling gonna last a couple hours. What do I look like? I'm honest with you, ask me. You feel like you can hang on for a couple hours.
This is where it gets, truly.
It was one of us with me. What day?
Man, this is so much better. There's no extra music audio. Just hear the theme.
Must be my picture. There's some smoke coming out of your ears. Look, it was a good score. What do we say? A little sick candy?
I thought it was more. Yeah, there is. Someone would like to give me your share.
Hey, all right? Hey, when we're here, we're breathing, all right?
I know.
That's great.
Just for that.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey, what? What's your what's your zip? Oh,
keep pushing my game.
No, idea con alcohol y la semana. Yo viví el alcohol Friday, Saturday. For Sunday no quiero, pues necesito Saturday para I need to get here on Sunday. So on Monday es muy importante para mí. Pues, yo no trabajo es normal para tú. Necesito Gloria Monday. Es muy importante que my es normal. Entiendo. So in this situation, it just created a lot of chaos. Right? So we're gonna go get that gear. But one thing to make sure is that we're still on the lay side, which we will be. And this is a big city, a big Capitol building. I think that this could be a big win, especially at this late night. We'll throw it on up. Turn the fucking reactor off. We got some serious damage. It really broke our fucking ship apart. The boat is broken. Alright. I don't know why it created that, but it looks like, you know, sometimes this game does this. Sometimes it's underneath. There it is. What we're gonna do is repair. That's what it just gave us, so. We'll try and get closer to the facility. Hopefully, no one is paying attention. I don't see anyone. Turn it off. Wait. Let's see. He smokes. That one is permanent. God damn. sick of this, dude. Fucking.
Are you fucking crazy? What are you doing, man? You got nothing against those people. You made a deal. You know you're supposed to leave in New York City.
Fucking walk. That far.
Really? Engaged men are not those real West Club. Oh shit. Yeah. Seems like we're fired up. Where's Boss? Let's try this again. Boss. Where is he? What's going on? I need something. He's like, hard time to get down. Let's go.
I'm a doctor. No. Please. I can help.
Trying to coordinate some of the fake ones back in the game as far as being president. Captain. Yep, never left though. Just trying to coordinate some things. Extracurricularly. this. Stupid. enough explanations. God dang. There's fucking so many materials. Argon are easy to get. Coral dust. Box. Yeah. Gunpowder takes a lot. Alright. Mm. 3,500 versus 2,000. One cards. I just have 10 of those things. I ain't talking shit.